Hey everyone, welcome to this video on learning entire Python in one video. Python is one of the most popular programming languages in the world and is used in many industries such as web development, data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. In this video, we will cover all the essential topics of Python, start from the basics and move on to the more advanced concepts. By the end of this video, you will have a comprehensive understanding of Python and will be able to start building on your own projects. The first step in learning Python is to install it on your computer. Python can be downloaded from official website python.org. I'll have a link in the description. Once you have downloaded Python, you will need to install it on your computer. During the installation process, you will be asked to choose the version of Python. I recommend using the latest Python version, but any Python version should be good for this course. The first thing you'll need to learn in any programming language is how to print something on the screen. In Python, this is done using the print function. Let's start the next simple example. You can write this code in any kind of IDE you want, but for me, I'm using Visual Studio Code. I'll have a link for this in the description. So we're gonna name it as Python in one with .py. Py is our extension for Python. So we're gonna type in print. Here we go, there it is. Print, and then we're gonna write hello world. So we're gonna save this and we're gonna run this. As you can see, it says hello world. As you can see, it's written exactly like we have written it. So that's good. We have written a comma and an exclamation mark, so it's taking in all the punctuation marks that we have given into the sentence or into the word. So print hello world. This will print the message hello world, obviously, on the screen. Next, let's learn about variables. Variables are used to store values that can be used later in programs. In Python, variables are created using assigning a value to a name. Here an example. So let's put name is equals to uh let's put in Sam. Put this S as capital. Okay. So print, and now we're gonna put in my name is, okay, we're gonna add a comma, my name is, and then outside these apostrophes, we're gonna add in name. Okay, there we go. Hello world, my name is Sam, right? This will print the message, my name is Sam, on the screen. As you can see, it has done it. Python has several built-in data types including integers, floating point numbers, strings, booleans. Let's take a closer look at each of these data types. Integers are whole numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Floating point numbers are decimal numbers such as 3.14, 2567, and so on. Strings are sequenced of characters such as hello or world. So hello and world are our strings. And if we put in, suppose, number is equals to 1, this will be our integer. Booleans are either true or false. Here is an example that demonstrates the use of these data types. So I'm gonna delete all this, and then we're gonna put in x is equals to 5 and y is equals to 10. So print, we are gonna write x. Do not put the apostrophes. If you put the apostrophes, this will be considered as a string, not as an integer. And y. So if you save this and then go into the other line, now let me just show you how to add comments. So to add comments, you just put this hashtag or the pound symbol and then write whatever is the comments. So over here, we're looking at integers. So I'm gonna write in integers. There you go. Now, I'm gonna put another space, another comment, and then floating point numbers. A is equals to 3.14 and B is, let's take it as 2.5. Print A plus B. Again, save this, go into next line. Okay, now we're going to look at string. Name is equals to, let's take in my name, Aditya, and then print name. So save it again. I'm going to explain this later on. Just we're going to write the code first, and then I'm going to explain. Now we're going to look at booleans. So is Python fun is equals to true. Print, sorry, print apostrophe is Python fun. Gonna add it with, now inside we're gonna add str, which stands for string. Inside this we're gonna add is Python fun. There we go. Now first we're gonna look at the integers. X is equals to 5, y is equals to 10. Print x plus y. So what we're doing here is we're going to set the value of x to 5, y to 10, and print x plus 5. So that will be 15. After explaining this, I'll run it once. Floating point numbers. A is equal to 3.5, 3.14, B is equal to 2.5. Print A plus B. So we got the basic concept again. We're adding these two. String. So name we're setting as Aditya and print name. So which, if you print this, if you put in apostrophes, this will be considered as a string and it won't print Aditya. But if we delete these apostrophes, it will be considered as Aditya, so it will print out Aditya. Is Python fun? Which is equal to true, which is correct. Python is, print inside of apostrophes is Python fun plus string, so this is converting it into string, is Python fun. So let's check it. There we go. We have it. So first one is 15. This will be going for a long time, and then we have 1. This is actually not correct. Computers do make this mistake. I'll be showing you that there will be many mistakes on this video. Just put this as a 0, not a 1. And then Aditya is Python fun? And then we're gonna have to add space. I forgot about the space. Let's run it again. There you go. Is Python fun? That is true. So we're gonna next look at control flow statements. Control flow statements are used to control the flow of programs. The most common control flow statement in Python are if-else statements and loops. An if-else statement is used to execute code based on a condition, while an example. Well, here's an example. Okay, let's just delete this again. You can write this down if you want. So delete this, you can look at it. Okay, as you have looked at it, we're going to delete this, and now we're going to put x is equals to 10 if x is greater than 5, print x is greater than, sorry, greater than 5. Okay, now we're going to go out of this and else print x is less than or equal to 5. So, what do you think will be executed? Will it execute this one or this one? So, as we can see, x is equal to 10. So, we're saying that if that x is greater than 5, we're going to put in this. So, it's going to print out, the computer is going to print out this, which is x is greater than 5. Else, if it's smaller than 5, it's going to print out x is less than or equal to 5. So let's run this. As you can see, x is greater than 5. Now, if we just change the value to, let's say, 3, and run this, x is less than or equal to 5. There is also one more, which is, we'll look at it a little later on, but for now, the name is elif, which is written like this, right? Elif, and then you can write in your condition, which is x is equal to 5. So print x is equal to 5. So if you write this down, we don't have to write this. We don't have to write this. So if we do 5, there we go. X is equal to 5. That's that simple. So now, we're going to look at loops. A loop is used to repeat a section of a code multiple times. There are two types of loops in Python, for loops and while loops. Here is an example. Okay, delete this, you can have a look at it. Okay, let's delete it. First, we're gonna look at, let's say, let's look at a for loop first. For loop. For I in range. So, I in range, print I. Okay, for I in range 5. So, let me execute this once and let me explain it to you. So, as you can see, for I in range 5, which means that in the range to 0 and 5, sorry, from 0 to 5, we start from 0 in Python. So from 0 to 5, what numbers are there? So we're going to start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're not writing 5. So to write 5, we're just going to do plus 1. Okay. Plus 1. There we go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if you don't want to write this, you're just going to write in 6. That should do the trick. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next, we're going to look at while loop. While loop. J is equals to, let's say 0. While J is equals to, sorry, J is smaller than 5, print J, and then J plus J is equals to 1. J plus is equals to 1. So let's run this and I'll explain it. Let's just, uh, what happened here? Oh yeah, so, sorry. So what we're doing is setting the value of J to 0. While J is smaller than 5, print J, and J plus is equals to 1. So what we are doing is basically this, just a little bit longer, and it'll be a little bit easier for you to understand while loops and for loops. It was the same thing for me when I started. So what you're doing is, as you can see, in for I in range 5, prints I. So what we're doing is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're stopping at 4 because we don't want to print out 5. If you want to do that, just put in 5 plus 6, or sorry, 5 plus 1, or just 6. So if you do here 6, it's gonna do the same thing. There we go, the same thing. So it's just basically the same thing. We're doing the same thing, just for loop is a little bit easier to write than this one. For me, it's the same thing. For other people, it can be a little different, varies upon the people. So, sorry, forgive me. I have a really bad cold. Okay, next we're gonna look at functions. Functions are really interesting. I was really hyped up when I was thinking about functions to teach you all. Functions are a way to group code together that perform a specific task. In Python, functions are defined using the def keyword. Here's an example. So you can have a look and save this. Delete it. Def square x. Def square x. And next line, we're gonna add in. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is happening? Okay. Return x into x. Okay. Print square inside of square. Let's put in 5. Okay. So it's doing the square of 5. So which is 25. The square of 5 is 25. Basic maths. So let's just check it out if it's working or not. There we go, 25. So as you can see, print is a function that we're not having to define because it's been defined for us already, and we're defining here square, so which means that we're defining a function that can square numbers. So if you do root, you can change this to root. Let's just, yeah, x by x. No, 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 let's not do root. Root is a little bit longer. Let's just do divide. Just wait, I'll be back. I'll be back. Sorry, I'm back. So what we were doing is we're defining a function so that we can, sorry, we're gonna remove this. divide root comma y. This is going to be another function. Okay. Let's just read this. Okay. Print and then divide x and y. So we're gonna put in 25 root. I'm not showing root because there's a long one. Even I don't remember right now because I'm quite sleepy. So in y, okay, let's put in 5, and now as you can see 5.0. So it's dividing it. Now let's put an asterisk and let's put multiply multiply. Okay, so I'll be back. Uh, yes, sorry, there was a lot of noise in my environment. Yes. We're multiplying these two numbers now. So 125. So you can define a lot of things. This is just the basic thing that we're doing here. But you can define a lot of things. A lot of things can be done using def. You can create a lot of functions out of it. So now we're gonna look at advanced. Just have a look at this. Okay. Now we're gonna look at so sorry again. Please forgive me. Advanced data types. Python has several advanced data types, including list, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. Let's take a closer look at it. So, a list is a collection of items that can be of any data type. Lists are created using square brackets, and items in a list are separated by commas. Here is an example. So, let's not take fruit. Let's just take fruit. Fruit is equals to square brackets, apostrophes, apple, comma, banana, and then let's take cherry. I hope I spelled cherry correct. Okay, now let's see. Print fruit. There we have fruit, square bracket, and then we're gonna write in 1. So let's just see what happens, and I'll explain you how it's working. 1. Since we have written 1, it's printing out banana. Why is this happening? As I told you, in Python, we start from 0, 1, 2, like that. So if I print in 0, if I put in 0, it's going to print out apple for me. So if I put in 2, it's going to print out cherry for me. So next, we're going to look at tuples. A tuple is a similar type of list, but it is immutable, which means it cannot be changed once it is created. I think so. Tuples are created using parentheses. Parentheses are just these brackets that I'm using here. These are parentheses. In tuples, we again separate it using commas. So we're just gonna change this. Like color, sorry, colors is equals to parentheses. Okay, red, comma, green, comma, blue. Now we're gonna change this to colors. There we go, colors. And instead of 2, let's put in 0 this time. So as you know, it'll print out red. So 0, 1, 2, like that. Now let's look at a set. A set is an unordered collection of unique items. Sets are created using curly brackets. Sorry. Sets are created using curly brackets. They are also separated by commas. And here is an example for it. So have a look at it. Okay, save it. Delete it. Numbers is equal to, now I'm going to put in a curly bracket, 1, comma, 2, comma, sorry, 3, comma, 4, comma, 5. Okay, let's just put it at 5. Now I'm gonna print numbers. Okay. Now you might be thinking, what is the use of this? We're just putting. What's the use of this? You can just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We use this as dictionary. We use this sometimes as a dictionary. You can store values in unordered way. So that's why we use it like that. Okay, next of all we have dictionary. So we can use sets in dictionary sometimes. Not like mainly we don't use it, but sometimes you can use it. A dictionary is a collection of uh, key value pairs. Dictionaries are created using curly brackets and items in a dictionary are separated using commas. Here's an example again. Person is equal to uh, name. Wait, I'm doing this wrong. John, comma, age. Let's put in 34. Sorry, not 24. 24, not 34. Sorry. City is let's put in New Delhi. No, 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 not New Delhi. Let's just put in Raipur. Raipur. There we go. Okay, print person, and then inside of this box, name. So what we are doing is we're defining name as John, age as 24, city as Raipur. So let's do this, John. So suppose I have an extremely long word, suppose um, let's just do, let's input in cat. So we're going to look at the definition of cat. So cat, of animal that walks on four legs and is very fluffy. Let's just put in a basic definition for this. A animal that has four legs, sorry, comma, is very cute and full and fluffy. Okay. Now, if we do this again, and there we go, John. Let's put in cat. Cat. Now, run this again. An animal that has four legs is very cute and fluffy. So there we go, we have made a dictionary. Now, here comes the fun part. we're going to do input and file output. So Python can read forms and write to files on your computer. Two functions for file input output are open and close. Here's an example. To write a file. So what we can do, we can write things inside of a file using Python. So let's just delete this. And now uh, let's write a comment write to file. Okay. Now f is equals to uh, open. Let's do no. Let's do Python vid dot txt. Now comma, and we're gonna put it into write mode, which is W. For write it is W, and for read it is R. So f dot write uh sorry, let's put in let's just put in hello world. Let's just put in our first ever program that we made, and then now we're gonna do f dot close. Yeah, sorry, a lot of noise, please forgive me. Then close. So let's just run this. There we go, we have made something over here. It says hello world. So what we have done is we're not defining, we're setting f is equals to open python vid.txt w. So if you do this once again, it's not working. Why is it not working? Because we already have uh, this as a file. So if you delete this, let's do it again. There we go, it has something in there. So you can change whatever is written in there. Let's set it as this video is fun to watch. So now if we delete this, then this video is fun to watch. So you can use this to like write things. So you can automate things using the input and output file. So now we're gonna look at read from file. Read from file. So uh, f is equal to open open. Let's just put this in again, comma R. So I told you that W is for write and R is for read. Sorry. So print f dot read f dot close. Now whatever is written in here, this video is fun to watch, is gonna be printing out over here. So we don't have to like open it up and check what's written in there. We can just look at it from the terminal. So second uh second sorry no not second next we have modules. This is gonna be the best part about Python, which is modules. Modules can be a little tough from time to time, but if you have read the things from the websites that you're installing them from, it's gonna be easy for you to understand them. So import math, and then x is equals to math dot, okay, 25, print x. So what this is doing, let's not, oh, whoa, what is happening? Yeah, so what this is doing is it's taking out the square root of 25. So it's a little bit longer than that. I don't remember. That's why we're using math, which is a module. It's to also learn what is a module and how to use a module. So we can do as import math as, mm, let's just put as m. So we can do m. You'll see we're getting the same thing, or math. Let's see if it's gonna work. It's not gonna work because we have set m as math as m. So it will only recognize m and leave out math. 5. Okay. So from this, you saw that if you take the square root of 25, we get 5 as the answer. So exception handling. This is gonna be a little tough to understand, but I hope that you can understand it. Exception handling is used. Uh, Yes, exception handling is used to handle errors that may occur during the execution of a program. Python has a built-in exception handler mechanic that, what's the name? Try except statement. Here's an example. Try x is equals to 10 divided by 0. And you know what happens when we do this? We do not get the answer. So, except 0 divisor error. Now, inside of this, print cannot divide by 0. So, I'll be back. So sorry, I'm back. So cannot divide by 0. So what we're doing here is, let's just print it out. Okay. What is happening? What is happening? I do not know. Let me just, sorry, let me just check. Let me just check what is happening. Uh, yeah, sorry. That was the function that was calling. Don't call the function. We just type it out. Yeah. So when we divide by 0, cannot divide by 0. Now, if suppose like we do -6, let's do this. So it's gonna give out the same message, like, oh yeah, it's not 0 yet. So it's not gonna give out the same message, but it's doing something. It's doing something in there. So let's print x. Yeah, there we go. It's like, as you can see, we're facing the same error. These errors happen on the computer, but it's not that common, but sometimes does appear. So this is exception handling. So it basically, what does it, handles the errors and prints out a message so that we can understand what's happening. So we are done with this course. It was about, how long was it? It was 38 minutes long. We have done basically all the things that were important in Python. so you can like start to make your own code. So I'm giving you a work. You can make uh, make something that can print out. I can like print out uh, and print out numbers. So you can. I'm gonna also show you one more thing. This is not in our course. This is actually a little basic. So we have input. So what this does is x is equals to input. I'm gonna save this, and then we're gonna do print x. Save this. So let this load. Let this load. Okay. So 4, 4. There you go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be what we have learned today. You're gonna try to make let's say a bot that can uh, like a cafe bot that can process all your information and give you the orders that you have ordered. Simple. I would like to see it. Uh, I would like to see you do it. And if you're ever facing any problems, you can just send an email to me. That'll work. Okay. So that's it for this video. I was extremely excited, and now since this video is done, I am much more happy that you can all learn Python in just one video. Okay. See you later, everyone. Bye.